Hello, CWTAR MLS members, and wow, what an eventful few months we've had here at CWTAR. With the rollout of the new SentriLock lockbox system, the introduction of a new MLS system with Flex, and now the August 17th rules and regulation changes handed down from NAR, it has been a whirlwind to say the least. No one likes changes, but remember, for change to happen, something has to change. Just like when we first introduced the first SentriLock lockbox system, when we incorporated CRS into Paragon, started and ended the West Tennessee Home Search magazine, and when the new closing documents came out in 2015, we made it through all of those significant changes, and we'll make it through these as well. Recently, the new MLS rules and regulations went out to the brokers for them to share with the agents in their office. We know many of you still have questions, and the staff here at CWTAR are here to help. A few significant changes that we want to point out that as members you need to be aware of. Section 5, no compensation specified on MLS listings. Unless you've been living under a rock, this rule should have already crossed your path. It is no longer allowable to place cooperative compensation offered to a cooperating broker anywhere in the MLS. The field was removed when we made the switch to Flex, knowing that this change was coming, but you're also not allowed to put this information in any of the remarks fields. This would include percentage, dollar amounts, stating the seller is willing to pay a cooperating broker, buyer broker friendly, or any other term or condition which could be construed as offering compensation. In a nutshell, just don't do it. Section 5.02, written buyer agreement. Before you are allowed to show any property to a prospective buyer, you are to have a written agreement that must include the rate or amount of compensation you will receive. It cannot be open-ended. It must include the statement, broker fees and commissions are not set by law and are fully negotiable, and a term that prohibits you from collecting more compensation than was previously agreed upon. The good news is Tennessee Realtors has already updated the RF 141 Buyer's Agency Agreement, and they've created a new document, the RF 143 Written Agreement with Buyer before touring a home. We're going to call this a touring agreement to help keep it simple in the future. If you're the listing agent on a property and are contacted by a potential buyer to show your own listing, no written agreement is necessary as you represent the seller, and this is just part of your fiduciary duty. Also, not part of our rules and regulations, but any existing listing agreement or buyer's agency agreement established prior to August 17th are going to require an amendment to be compliant with NAR and the settlement agreement. Tennessee Realtors is also taking care of you there as well with Form RF 642, amendment to any buyer's representation agreement, and the new RF 603 compensation disclosure notice, which was just released yesterday. We know that things are going to be confusing for a little while, and many of you will still have questions. We encourage you to have those conversations with your broker and other members within your firm, but most importantly, please contact the association office and let's talk it through. We're here to help, and we'll see you soon.